Welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a 2000 on Thursday, November 1st, 2018 analysis of polls. I'm not going to be doing Friday. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to be doing Friday tomorrow, but I'm going to be showing pretty much every poll here. So there are good signs for Democrats and Republicans around the House. I think that the midterms popular vote, now as I see this, is going to be closer. Well, let's start with the direction of the country. So the direction of the country isn't important that much because because you don't need to really be a Republican under Trump to think that you're going in the right way. It's just someone that thinks that the nation's going in the right way. So that could be because of Congress. So it's actually okay. So it really won't really matter. I would not do polls there for this. It's really weird. But the generic ballot, two sides, they're only at the 7.5 difference. Sorry. But Democrats are up 7.5. A lot of pollsters expect 7% to be what they need to get over the top. So Democrats could be leading, but it is close. So now we have the President Trump job approval. So he's minus 9.1. So it has kind of dropped down. But he still has been pretty solid, 43.9. I think that he'll stay in that area until the end of the midterms. If Republicans do good, maybe he'll have a higher approval rating or lower. But it all depends on what happens. So now we have West Virginia's 3rd district, Miller versus Jeddah. So Miller's plus 7. I thought some people thought this would be like a tilt, but this kind of proves it. But it only has 328 people. This one has 490 people from the New York Times, so that's better. But I still don't really trust that. I really think that polls have to have around a 700 sample size, or I don't really trust it. And it can't have a lot of undecided voters. But we'll just have to take it for now because we don't have any better polling numbers. So here we have New Mexico's 2nd congressional district, and Harrell got a +5 lead. So every single place except for Emerson, which is so close to the beginning, so close to 250. I'm not really gonna trust that. So we could say that Harrell is leading. I'm gonna be bringing the Senate map and the governor map. So I could do it. So basically I'm gonna keep on analyzing, but I'll put in my predictions after this. I think for my last ever video for analyzing polls, I'll also show my final prediction for the House and in New Mexico's 1st district. I don't know his name, but it's Holland. And Holland's +8 now, which is surprising, but it is likely Democrat, even though I went for Obama safe and Clinton safe. So now We have here South Dakota's governor race. Not OM. Looks like she's +3, so she's leading in here. But it's pretty close. I'm sorry, my dog's growling, but oh my god. So OM is +3, and now we have Malinowski +8. I really don't want to go into that. But Arkansas's governor Hutchinson is +24. So where's the gubernatorial race? Well, I'll just fill in some safe states. So this is my actual governor prediction. I'm going to be doing a governor prediction now, but I'm not going to be telling you why. Just the polls will prove it. So I have Iowa and Ohio. Georgia's tilt Republican. And Florida's lean Democrats. And Alaska's leaning GOP, and Oregon is leaning, and then we have Wyoming, Nebraska. So South Dakota is gonna be a leaning state. Kansas is a tilt, and Oklahoma's a leaning state. So Colorado probably these two will be likely. Arizona is also gonna be probably likely, and Nevada's tilt. And here we go, and Maryland's here, and then we have 2 likely states, as well as Maine. So I'm going to do the Senate one after. Well, Baker versus Gonzalez. Again, somebody pulls from Baker and Gonzalez. His spread went down just because the poll was taken out of here. That showed him +44, but we all know he's gonna win. This is so safe, and this is really, really weird for Jay Gonzalez. He should be winning here by it's more likely that he'll be winning by that amount. Sorry guys, she's growling again. So now we have the Pennsylvania governor race, and Tom Wolf is leading +26, which backs my claim for Pennsylvania. And this is good for him. I think he's gonna win in a safe margin, not likely. And that's good for Democrats. And New Mexico's Governor Grissom versus Pierce. This is supposed to be leaning Democrat. And even though this poll is amazing, let me just say, I don't even know what GOP TV is. So now I know. But GOP TV shows Grissom +5. And that's good for Grissom. Not that good, but I'm gonna make it a leaning state, which is kind of hilarious. New Mexico is closer than Colorado. And here we have Abbott at +8. But we have one at +26. So what does that do? I'm going to keep it as a safe state for now, but I think maybe 4 days away from the race, it will probably stay in the Republican safe column. And here CNN +10 and Emerson +13. So CNN has this kind of bias towards Democrats But sometimes Fox News doesn't have a bias, like Indiana becoming 7 points for the Democrats. So I don't see CNN as the most reliable source. I'll trust something more like Emerson. But when Fox News had a poll just yesterday with Lee plus 17, I'm gonna keep it safe. So we have more polls around here. So we have Polis plus 5 against Appleton, making Colorado still likely state. I think it's gonna stay likely. I don't really want to get into it how much, but Gillum plus 2 and 1. So look at this chart, kind of. So it started out with Gillum plus 2.5, and then it goes to Gillum 3.7, and then Gillum has this big lead of 3 points. Then on October 18th, Gillum narrows it down to a tilt. Then it goes amazingly into a likely state, and now it's getting closer again. But I think that it was gonna stay as a leading state. So 1 plus 22. Now I get to fill in the Senate map. So we have all the safe states. The likely states. West Virginia is safe. Pennsylvania is safe. Indiana's tilt. Well, Mississippi's special election. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill this out, and you'll know my prediction by the end. So Missouri would go GOP, North Dakota, almost putting it as safe. Montana leaning, Nevada leaning, New Mexico leaning, and Arizona leaning. Democrat. So now this goes against my election, and again, I thought that he and Jared DL could actually pull off a win against Elizabeth Warren, but I guess not. So Casey plus 15. I think that Casey will win in a safe margin against Roberto. He's probably been at that margin for a long time. I think that he'll win here. Sample size wasn't good, but this one was better. Rasmussen had a pretty good one, and NBC also. But all of them are around the margin of over 50%. So we have Martin Heinrich at 17.3. It's weird that Mick Rich is doing better than Gary Johnson by a lot. And he only has 7% in the poll. So Martin Heinrich is probably going to win in the plurality. Speaking of that, probably will. And I think it will become a likely state with Gary Johnson stealing so many voters. So Cruz plus 3. So I don't think I'm going to change my prediction from likely to leaning just because of one poll from Emerson. It does have a good sample size, but Quinnipiac also has a good sample size, and it's plus 5. I really think that everything comes down to the margin of error and sample sizes. You need to have and the margin of error is smaller depending on the sample size. Sometimes, but I still think that Cruz will win here in a likely margin. I'm not gonna really touch that. And Marisha Blackburn, he was up +7. Now she's up +6.8, but she's doing very good for herself. She's gonna win here likely, likely margin. And Joe Manchin. So he's always had a consistent lead, but now he's made since October 25th. A big climb has happened for Patrick Morrissey, and it could keep on happening now. So I'm gonna change this from a safe to a likely. And Dynamic Sally +7. So Person Cinema is +0.7, which is very close. The last time it's been like that, it was 0.5. But Cinema's always had a big lead, and now once McSally took a lead, then she took another big lead. Then it became a McSally lead for a bit, and then Cinema's leading again. So I'm gonna keep this as a tilt Democratic state. And now we have one more poll first. So Nelson has lost a percentage point, something to celebrate, but we don't need to get too excited. Now, because of this, I'm going to keep this as a leaning state. I think it will be tilt. I don't really see Rick Scott now winning. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.